welcome back to another video lecture of financial market and instruments. We have discussed many things, and today we will be discussing an interesting topic, that is merchant banking. We have heard and discussed a lot about the banking and the banking services, and we vividly discussed on the commercial bank. And in that we come to know that commercial bank are the financial institutions which are rendering the service, or we talked of various function services and objective importance and many things about this commercial banks. And we come to know that it are the intermediaries between the savers and the borrowers, and it plays a very important and significant role in the financial system. Today the topic that we are going to discuss is the merchant banking, which sounds similar to the banks but having a altogether different bent in the financial system. So these merchant banks provide the service of consulting the clients, that means the consultancy services. That means what? That the merchant bankers provides the consultancy, or we can say the advice, guidance, and also the services that the clients can do. And if specifically we will see, it gives the consultancy for the financial markets, it gives consultancy for the legal matters and other business matters that are there. Also, we can have merchant banking facility or merchant banking assistance for starting of a business. So altogether they are giving a advisory service or consultancy service. That is the main focus of this merchant banking. So what this merchant banking is, which is a very interesting thing, and which is adding to the corporate sector or the business sector a lot, and what is its role, importance, and how we define this merchant banks, we will have a discussion on that in today's class. So without much delay, let's start the class of today's video lecture on merchant banking. So let's have the definition of merchant banking that has been put forward. And if you see, this merchant banking is basically a service banking concerned with providing non-fund based services of arranging funds rather than providing them. So if you see, the Ministry of Finance define this merchant banker as any person who is engaged in the business of issue management, either by making arrangements regarding selling, buying, or subscribing to securities as a manager, consultant, advisor, or rendering corporate advisory services in relation to such issue management. Other definitions of this merchant bankers are like, we have the definition that has been put forward by SEBI rules 1992. A merchant banker has been defined as any person who is engaged in the business of issue management, either by making arrangements regarding selling, buying, or subscribing to securities, or acting as a manager, consultant, advisor, or rendering corporate advisory services in relation to such issue management. See what Charles P. Kindlesberg is saying, that merchant banking is the development of banking from commerce, which frequently encountered a prolonged intermediate stage known in England originally as merchant banking. And the Random House Dictionary says that a merchant banker is an organization that underwrites securities for corporations, advises such clients on mergers, and is involved in the ownership of commercial ventures. And these organizations are sometimes banks which are not merchants, and sometimes merchants who are not banks, and sometimes houses which are neither merchants nor banks. So if we look into this cannot be confused with merchanting or banking. It's sometimes the banks which are providing the service of merchant banking. It's sometimes the merchants which are giving the facility of this merchant banking, or it might not be a merchant or it might not be a bank, but giving this merchant banking facility. So, we should not be confused with the name of merchant banking. More specifically, what we will be taking away is the merchant banks are the advisors or consultants which are assisting us for any financial and other business related advices. That is what merchant banking is, that we come to know in this definition. Now, there might be a confusion between the commercial bank and the merchant bank. So, what is the thin line of difference between this commercial bank and merchant bank is? As we can say that according to the terms of risk, if we will see, the commercial banks are taking less risk than this merchant bankers. These merchant bankers in terms of risk are taking high risk. And if we will talk of regulations, these merchant bankers are being regulated by the SEBI guidelines, whereas the commercial banks are being regulated by the Banking Regulation Act. So, the merchant bank and the commercial bank should not be confused with. So, what the basic difference between this merchant banking and the commercial banks are? Let us have a look on that. First thing is, the commercial banks basically deal in debt and debt related finance. Their activities are clustered around credit proposals, credit appraisal and loan syndications. On the other hand, the area of activity of merchant bankers is equity and equity related finance, and they deal with mainly funds raised through money market and capital market. So, this is the broad difference or basic difference between the commercial bank and the merchant bank is. Another thing that the difference is, the commercial banks lending decisions are based on detailed credit analysis of loan proposals and the value of security offered, and they generally avoid risks. They are asset oriented, but the merchant bankers are management oriented. They are willing to accept risk of business. So, as we have said, these merchant bankers are more risk taking, or they are willingly accepting the risk of business, and they are moreover the management oriented institutions. But the commercial banks are asset oriented and they generally avoid risk, or we can say that they take less risk than the merchant bankers. Next, if you see, the commercial banks are merely the financiers. They do not undertake a project counseling, corporate counseling, managing public issues, underwriting public issues, advising on portfolio management and so on. And the main activity of merchant bankers on the other hand is to render the financial services for their clients. So, they undertake project counseling, corporate counseling in areas of capital restructuring, mergers, takeovers and so on, and discounting and rediscounting of short term paper in money markets, managing and underwriting public issues in new issue market, and acting as brokers and advisors on portfolio management. So, this is what is the difference between the commercial bank and the merchant bank is. So, what we see broadly that these commercial banks are moreover like a financier, or they assist in financing, but the merchant bankers are moreover taking more risk than these commercial banks, and they are moreover management oriented institutions. They are helping in the management of their clients and give assistance for various services like project counseling, corporate counseling and many other consultancy services they are providing to their clients. So this is what is the difference between the commercial bank and the merchant bank is. Now it might be confused with the investment bank, but there is a thin line of difference between the merchant bank and the investment bank. So what is the difference between this investment bank and merchant bank? Let's have a look on that. So if you see, there is a very fine line between merchant and investment bank, and this investment banks underwrite and sell securities to the general public through IPOs, and the bank's clients are large corporations that are willing to invest the time and money necessary to register securities for sale to the public. And this investment banks also provide advisory services to companies about mergers and acquisitions and provide investment research to clients. While merchant banks are fee based, investment banks have a two-fold income structure, and they may collect fees based on the advisory services they provide to their clients, but may also be fund based, meaning they can earn income from interest and other leases. So this is the thin line, or we can say a fine line of difference between the investment banks and the merchant banks are. Now what are the services offered by these merchant banks? So this merchant banks offers a range of financial and consultancy services to the customers, which may be related to the marketing and underwriting of the new issue, merger and acquisition related services, advisory services for raising funds, management of customer security, project promotion and project finance, investment banking, portfolio services and insurance services. So these could be the broad services that are offered by the merchant banks. Now what are the characteristics of this merchant banking? So if you see, there are various characteristics that these merchant banks carry, that are high proportion of decision makers as a percentage of total staff, quick decision process, high density of information, intense contact with the environment, loose organizational structure, concentration of short and medium term engagements, emphasis on fee and commission income, innovative instead of repetitive operations, sophisticated services on a national and international level, low rate of profit distribution and high liquidity ratio. So these are the basic characteristics of a merchant bank is. Now when we are talking of merchant bank, the term that repeatedly we are encountering with is the merchant banker. So what a merchant banker is, or who a merchant banker is, if you will see that any person indulged in issue management business by making arrangements with respect to trade and subscription of securities, or by playing the role of manager or consultant, or by providing advisory services, is known as a merchant banker. And if you see the activities that are carried out by the merchant bankers, it is carrying out various activities like the private placement of securities, managing public issue of securities, satellite dealership of government securities, management of international offerings like depository receipts, bonds, etc., syndication of rupee term loans, then stock brokering, international financial advisory services. So these are the activities that the merchant bankers are carrying out. And in India, the functions of the merchant bankers are governed by the Securities and Exchange Board of India Regulations 1992. So these are the activities and the regulation of merchant bank and merchant bankers is. And if we look into the qualities of a merchant banker, so for a merchant banker, the qualities that are required are the ability to analyze, abundant knowledge, ability to build up a relationship, innovative approach and integrity. So these could be the qualities that a merchant banker must have to be a good merchant banker. So this is what a merchant bank or merchant banking is. So specifically, if we'll see, in merchant banking we are rendering the consultancy service, or we can say the service of guiding, or we can say assisting or giving various services to the client, and in that we include the financial market assistance, legal matters, sorting out and other business activities. We give corporate counseling, project counseling and various other activities or assistance that is being rendered by this service of merchant banking. And this merchant banking is quite different from commercial banks and commercial banking, and is also different from the investment banking. It's a totally another parameter of financial market, or we can say it has its own position in the financial system and is giving assistance to its client for the prosperity and for tackling various issues that may arise with their clients. They are more risk loving, or they are management oriented institutions, and they are being regulated by the Security Exchange Board of India. So this is what the merchant banking is, and the person or the individuals or institutions, those which are involved in the activity of merchant banking, are termed as the merchant bankers. And these merchant bankers should be very competent and expert in dealing with the analysis, and should have abundant knowledge, and should be having innovative approaches of dealing the issues, or dealing the problems, or having an ideas how to glorify the company, or how to take decisions in the corporations. So these merchant bankers are innovative personals or institutions. Those are quite different from the repetitive work that the commercial bankers are doing. So they are having a extra fold of intelligence bent or innovative bent, that we can say, with them to deal with different aspects of the client's problems. So this is what the merchant banking is, how it different from commercial banking and investment banking, and who are the persons that are there in merchant banking, or who are merchant bankers, and what are the services they are rendering, and what are the qualities that they must be having. And also we discuss about the various services that broadly the merchant banking is offering. In our further classes, we will be discussing in detail what these merchant bankers are doing, or what this merchant banking industry or institution are rendering. For today's class, this is all. Thank you.